Hey everybody, this is Keith with thegauntlet.com. We are with Cherri Bomb at Warped Tour 2012 Camden. What's going on, guys?
We're just sitting here and relaxing. We just went to catering, ate some food. It was delicious.
Okay.
It was great.
What are you guys' names?
My name is Nia. And I'm Rena. We're sisters.
Okay. What do you guys do in the band?
I'm drums and she's bass.
You guys have huge smiles today. Are you guys happy to be out here on the Warped Tour?
Hell yeah, we are. It's our first time here, so it's really great, and we've gotten along with a bunch of the bands. It's really awesome.
Who's been your favorite so far?
Hope.
We went and saw Sleeping with Sirens and Vampires Everywhere, and we hope to see a lot more bands because they're all really nice to us. They're all sweethearts. So.
You know, I had plans on asking you further in the interview because you know, there was doing some research about you guys. You guys have played with some pretty well-known bands, Smashing Pumpkins and Foo Fighters and whatnot. But you know, it seems that this tour you're on right now gives you the opportunity to play with bands that you've probably admired and kind of grown up listening to. You know, what are some of those bands on this tour that you really kind of get a happy feeling going out and checking them out every day?
Oh,
you go ahead.
Sleeping with Sirens, Of Mice and Men, Vampires Everywhere,
Lost Prophets.
Lost Prophets. We're actually playing with them right after Warped Tour, so they've been really nice to us. They're like our big brothers, and they talk to us.
Newfound Glory.
Newfound Glory, and
and
Motionless in White. A bunch of bands. Like they're all really sweet. They're like our big brothers.
Absolutely. I've heard a lot of buzz about your band. Can you tell people a little bit about Cherri Bomb and what you guys have been up to?
We just not finished a record. We just put out a record May 15th. It's called This Is the End of Control. We're super proud of it. We love it. And this is our first time on Warped Tour, which we're super excited about. It's been crazy.
It's been a great experience.
But every day's been different. It's something crazy, something new every day.
We're expecting the unexpected.
How long have you guys been playing music?
Playing music? Oh geez, we've been playing music our whole lives. We've been in the band for 4 years.
Nia started drums when she was about 7 years old, and I started playing drums when I was 6 with her. I moved on to guitar, and then moved on to bass.
You guys come from a musical family?
Yeah, our parents. We grew up around our parents in a band. My mom's a singer, songwriter, plays everything else in the world. And my dad plays keys, he mixes, he tries to sing as well. And we just grew up around that, watching them play, and we're like, we want to do that.
Was that an influence for you guys growing up? I mean, apparently, again, to see what you guys have turned into, you know, you had to be raised around music to have this type of you know, feeling. So
yeah, it was, but they didn't want us to be in music. They were like, don't do it. It's heartbreaking and it's a horrible business, but we're like, we want to do it.
Have you seen any of the heartbreak yet?
Have we seen any heartbreak? Of course. Like some songs we want on the album didn't get on there. I mean, we love all the songs on there, but it's like choosing. Probably the hardest thing we've done is choosing. We had written so many songs, and then we could only put 12 on the album. Choosing, like, it was awful. But
it's like choosing which children you love the most.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you guys just released your first studio album. This is The End of Control. How's it doing?
It's doing really well. We're really excited about it.
All of our fans are really excited about it as well. They're like, I just bought your album and I'm listening to it right now, and some people have told us that it actually made them cry because they were so happy. So
how does that make you feel? I mean, that must be inspiring as a band. Definitely. To know that you're having that type of effect on people.
Yeah, we're here to inspire people, and when people will come up to us and they say, I've started a band or I've started playing an instrument because of you, it feels really good.
Do you think because you guys are younger that you really kind of meld into a different audience than maybe an older band would? I think that younger people who have this energy and have this charisma are going to draw in younger people. How does that feel, knowing that you probably may be the next big band that may inspire the next set of bands that are coming up now?
I mean, it feels great. We can relate more to like our younger fans because they are our age, and inspiring them is what we're here to do.
Absolutely. How'd you come up with the album title?
It's actually a lyric in one of our songs, Shake the Ground. and we decided on it because this is our moment to be free. This is our moment to just let go, and that's what this is the end of Control is about. It's about the end of Control.
Absolutely. That's huge. It's so huge. Awesome. Very cool, man. Is it weird going from a fan of music to a rock star in music so quickly? I mean, you guys are young. How old are you guys?
We're 14 to 16 years old.
Woo! Holy moly. It must be a whole lot to take in at such a young age. What does it feel like to go from the guys, behind the screen or behind the radio and behind the speakers listening to your favorite bands to becoming somebody else's favorite band?
It's pretty mind-blowing because we will meet some of our favorite bands. We gotta keep it cool. We're a band. We have to present ourselves nicely, and then afterwards we're completely freaking out, and we're like, oh my god, I got so starstruck over them. So it feels great, and everybody's been really nice to us. So we're glad, and we're lucky to have people like that around us.
Is it weird to hear the term rock star being used about you guys?
Yes, it's really weird.
Does it freak you guys out?
Well, it freaks me out. I'm like, for me, personally, I'm a normal person. We're normal people. We're nothing above anyone else.
Absolutely. What was your first experience of somebody asking you for an autograph?
That was weird. We're like, why do you want our autograph?
Absolutely.
It's flattering, but it's like, what? What are you doing? I mean, I want your autograph.
Absolutely. That's awesome. That is so good. Is this your first major tour?
No.
No, we've been to, usually our usual tours are like a week or two, so this is definitely our longest. And
Well, we've been on Soundwave from in Australia. We went to a few
Reading, Leeds, we've been
Robinson.
Oxygen, Robinson in France.
We played South by Southwest, and we played a New York tour with Steel Panther. Yeah.
So it hasn't been our first tour, but it's been our longest for sure.
I know, with you guys touring with Steel Panther. Steel Panther is a whole different genre of music and a whole different attitude about rock and roll, kind of going back to the old days of, sex,
80s.
drugs, and rock and roll. All the things you don't want 14 and 16-year-olds around. How did you guys deal with that? I mean, did you guys see the debauchery? Were you guys part of it? Were you, did you have people around you who kept you away from that? Because you kind of got to expect that if you're on that type of tour, things are going to happen, but you guys have to kind of do your thing as well.
We're actually not interested in any like drugs or alcohol. We stay away from all of that.
And we're grounded. The people around us supporting us. They always keep us level-headed.
And Steel Panther is actually a completely nice guy.
Don't tell them that we told you that. It ruined their whole image, but yeah, they are.
Absolutely. When it comes to the drugs and stuff, if you were going to talk to youth today, talk to your own people, what would you guys say?
Talk to the youth today. Well, I mean, if we're talking about music and stuff, I would say.
Well, we're talking about drugs, we're talking about alcohol, we're talking about all the bad things that kind of come along with this kind of lifestyle. Would there be something you would say to your fans about not doing drugs, not drinking, being more positive, addressing the positive issues in life?
I think being involved in music can actually help you get away from that stuff in a way. I mean, for me, if I was just sitting at home doing nothing, of course you're going to want to do drugs and everything. Like, you're bored. Boredom creates that interest in all that stuff. But when you're doing something all the time, you don't have time for it. You're not interested in it. Us being busy all the time is totally like, we don't give a crap about it.
Has it changed your life as far as having your friends, going from, friends you went to the mall with to now friends that, might come to see you at a venue? Has that been a big change for you guys?
We're super lonely.
So I guess no boyfriends?
No, not really, no. I don't think it's hit me. If anyone wants to,
We're wide open. No. Our friends are actually really supportive of what we do, so we're really lucky to have them. But sometimes they'll ask us how the band's going, and we'll tell them what's up. And so they're really.
I wanted to bring my best friend out on tour with us.
We wanted to bring.
But he's a minor, so he's not allowed.
It would have been another kid to look after. We don't.
Well, who looks after you guys on tour?
Our mother.
You know what? How do you guys manage being teenagers and everything that comes with it? Having a very popular touring rock band. It appears to me that you guys are probably going to be the next big thing to come out of music.
Thank you.
you know, how do you guys deal with that? How do you manage that? Being teenagers, you know, when everybody else has all these expectations built for you guys.
It doesn't feel a lot different. Like I don't constantly think about our ages. I just think, you know, we're all musicians, we're all on the same level, you know, we're all here together as bands, as friends, you know, so it kind of just, our ages get lost in that.
Absolutely. I'm reading up on you guys. As I mentioned before, I found out you guys opened up for bands like Foo Fighters and Smashing Pumpkins. Can you talk a little bit about that experience? It must have been just mind-boggling too.
Both tours were unbelievable. Smashing Pumpkins, which was our first. Yeah, our first tour. Billy Corgan was great. He gave us advice when we were on the road. He was like, "The day you guys are in separate buses is the day the band's over," which was absolutely incredible.
First of all, true, because you know you're a band, you gotta be together, you have to stick together.
Your family, yeah. And Foo Fighters. Oh, jeez, we had dinner with them beforehand. We opened up for them in Cologne, Germany, and they make you feel like family. They make you feel like you've known each other forever. So it's like familiarity. It's just, it was amazing. And
we were eating dinner with them before the show, and I had asked Pat Smear, their guitar player, how do you find the energy to go out on stage and just give it your all every night? And he said sometimes you don't. You just have to feel the music, and if you don't, then you know maybe it's just not your night, and other nights it will be.
No, you guys got a great sound, and I really do believe you guys are going to be huge in the years to come. Are you guys ready for the ride?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. You know, everyone, you know, seems to want to give young people advice. You know, I'm kind of wondering, what is the best advice you've received? Now I know you've mentioned Pat giving you some advice, and I'm sure you're filled with people every day kind of coming to you because you are younger that they feel the obligation to somewhat give you advice. You know, what has been some of that positive advice that you've received so far? And, you know, did it come from notable people or did it just come from everyday people?
It comes from everyone. I mean, our manager, our parents. Some great advice was from Gavin Rosdale when we were opening up for Bush and Stained. He came backstage and he was like, you know, it's really disarming when you're a rock star, you're rising in fame, and you're, what did he say?
You're cool and you're humble, so stay as cool as you are, but also stay humble with everybody. So that was great advice.
You know, are you guys ready for the ride?
Yeah, we're definitely.
Awesome. You know, up to now, we've had a ton of boy bands out on the road. The world has been smeared with boy bands. We're about done over with. Are you guys ready to bring in the all girl band era?
Yes! Oh, sorry, I got excited.
Absolutely, that sounds like a yes to me.
Yeah, we're definitely ready to like bring girl bands back and have them start their own bands. And we've had bands come up to us and say, "I've started an all-girl band a couple months ago, so we're just starting writing, and we're like, I'd love to hear some of your songs. Like, hit us up sometime." So,
are you guys ready to be kind of the poster child for that maybe genre of music or the new era of girl bands?
Definitely, we're so ready for it.
Are you really? Well, you got plenty of time to get it going. So, you know, we thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of Warped Tour. You guys are super humble and super great. We wish you all the best of luck, and we'll see you next time you're on tour.
Thank you so much.
All right, you have a great day.